on over.
I'm Chris, a recovering Yankee living in the South. If having company for coffee, dinner, or even a last-minute popover sends you into a fit of panic, I can show you a few tips for being a great host or hostess anytime, day or night. So tune in, take notes, and learn to be fearless in saying, "Come on over." Today we're going to make our own chicken stock. And you might be asking, why, as they say in the South? Because I can buy this. Well, you can buy that, but you can kick it up a notch by just using what you have in your refrigerator and increasing the flavor, the density, the wonderfulness of homemade chicken stock or partially homemade chicken stock. So we're going to start with a stock pot. If you have a stock pot, great. What's great about stock pot is that it has an insert with holes. So everything that we put in here that's boiling around, we just lift it out, and what's left is what my husband calls liquid gold. If you don't have a stock pot, don't worry, you can just use a regular big pot and strain the pieces out of it later. So let's get started. We're gonna take leftover chicken. Now it's not a lot of chicken, but it's important. It's bones, it's skin, it's a little bit of meat, and we're just gonna, that's right, dump it in. All that goodness right in there. Then we're gonna take the stuff that we got out of the refrigerator. We had celery leaves. Never ever, for the love of celery, never throw away the celery leaves. You can use them, it's just the leaves, see? Just gonna dump them all in there because they add a lot of depth of flavor. Then I'm gonna take the part of the onion that people generally don't want, the ends, the pieces, and I'm just gonna dump that in. It doesn't matter what kind of onion. It can be a white onion, a yellow onion, not a purple onion, because then you'll have pink chicken stock, which is just weird. I'm gonna take a few carrots. I'm just gonna dump them in. You know, whatever you have left. You don't have to do a lot of them. They add a little bit of sweetness to your chicken stock. That's always good. Then I'm gonna take, and this is critical, I'm gonna take 2 of these chicken bouillon cubes and I'm gonna throw them in. I'm cheating by upping the chicken flavor. 2 of them, boom. Then I'm gonna take just black peppercorns, put a few of those in to add a little flavor, done. Now I'm gonna take my already store-bought chicken stock and I'm just gonna dump it into the pan. I wanted to show you, you can kind of see it as it goes in. It is a nice color, but it's not gonna be nearly as rich as when we're done. So I'm just literally dumping this in. And it can be chicken stock, it can be chicken broth, it can be a can, whatever you want. This is 32 ounces, which is a quart or 4 cups. Now I'm gonna dilute the stock in here by putting in 4 cups of water. And you could even put more in. If you have a bigger chicken, in fact, I probably will put more in as we go, but if you have a bigger chicken and it needs to be covered, just add more water. We're gonna boil this for hours. Hours. Your house is gonna smell divine. And since we're boiling, there's gonna be evaporation and you want the water to evaporate, not the stock. So we're gonna put on the lid. I'm gonna put the stove on high and bring it to a boil. Once it starts to boil, I'm gonna reduce it down to medium low, and just let it simmer for hours. It's been boiling for a few hours and then I turned off the heat and let it cool because nobody wants to ladle up scorching hot liquid gold. So I'm taking it out of the outside container and you can see these holes in here and it is drained out. I'm gonna put this over here. It's probably gonna drain a little bit more. And now I'm gonna tilt the pot and let you look at the color of this beautiful stock. So much richer than it was when it went in. And then you might be wondering, how could you reuse those Chinese takeout containers? This is how. Because each one of these holds the perfect amount to make something like arborio rice, a soup, anything where you would need a really rich, wonderful stock. So I'm just gonna spill it while I ladle because that's what really happens. I'm gonna keep ladling here until I get it mostly full. Now, if you know that you're gonna use the stock right away, you can put it in the refrigerator. It'll keep for a week or so. But what we do at our house is we freeze it because it thaws beautifully, and then we can use it whenever we want to. So now I'm just gonna keep filling them until they're mostly full. I'm hoping to get at least 4 containers out of this. And if I get more, even better. Sounds like a chicken baptism here. And you might notice that this is a wonderful color, and none of the things I put in the stock, not the peppercorns, not pieces of chicken, not pieces of the celery leaves, not any of the carrot, none of that is coming through into the stock because of the way the stock pot is shaped. So the holes let all the wonderful liquid escape and keep in the things that I don't want. Occasionally we'll get a peppercorn or two that is a stowaway, and we'll get it out of the stock before we use it. Here we have 5.5 containers of liquid gold. And let me tell you, there is no better way to make someone feel special than with homemade chicken stock. Trust me on this. Do I have chicken in my teeth?
Did you eat chicken? Why did you eat chicken?
I just ate the.
Why are you eating
the
chicken?
crust because it was on the counter.
Don't eat anything in between shots.
So hungry.
I mean, darling, please don't eat anything between shots.
Can't stop myself. I'm my mother.
Okay.
I have on here as memory from 2011. Dear dreary day, in the immortal words of ELO, don't bring me down. See, it was funny in 2011.
Come on over. Now go make someone feel special today.